You drew the last game against Aryan today. So what were you thinking before coming to this game? You were on, 6.5 out of 8.
No, obviously I was feeling decent about my chances. I knew that it was not in my hands, and I felt that at a certain point in the game I probably had some chances, but he played well and found this maneuver with knight a6, and which I'd not 100% missed, but I'd certainly underestimated it. And at that point, I didn't like my position. My head was not working at all, and I just decided that there was nothing to hope for.
This double round format you have advocated before for the World Championship, do you still like it or just tiring at this point?
No, it's the format is all right, but it gets unbelievably hot in the playing hall after in the afternoon, especially the last couple of days when it's been really sunny, then that is not compatible with playing top level chess, unfortunately.
Do you have any favorite position from all the games you've played till now?
Yeah, we had some really good ones. I thought the last game, the last position was very, very fascinating. I think there was only one that I didn't like, which was in the 6th round, I guess, against Sarana yesterday. But probably my favorite was the one where just the kings and queens are mixed, because it's kind of very, very similar to normal chess, but then you see all of these subtle differences that actually makes, instead of it being kind of very, very equal as the normal starting position is in chess, because white can castle kingside with and then put the rook on d1 instead of, well, in this case c1 as it would normally be, then a lot of openings don't work. You cannot play symmetrical, and therefore you have a much sharper game. Also, the rook and knight mixed up where it was hilarious, and again it shows that it's just a completely different game with very small details. So I think chess-wise, it was a very interesting tournament for sure.
There's a special moment when your opponent had taken a selfie. It also happened last year, so what do you have to think about this? People liked it, so.
No, I think that's all right for me, and I won both the games, so I'm not complaining.
Last question: you're going to play Tepesigaman, which is going to be the next strong classical. How are you looking forward to that?
It's gonna be fun. I haven't played there for 22 years, so it's gonna be nice to return.
Thank you so much, Magnus. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Hi Aryan, how are you? Good, how are you? Please join us. We are actually following your game, Aryan, and we were so impressed. We still don't know what happened actually. So I guess you drew.
Yeah.
Wow, Aryan, well done.
We repeated after यहीं पे knight a6 knight cb3 repetition ही
Knight cb3.
क्योंकि knight db3 के बाद तुम queen f8 etc. काफी complicated है.
Uh-huh.
Queen F.
Aryan, how are you feeling actually after drawing with Magnus?
Good. I was thinking like instead of knight before, whether I should have played queen f8 or instead of knight a6, I can try maybe a5. But the position looked like fine for him. But maybe I can play on, and it's very unclear.
But you were considering, yeah, to play on against Magnus?
Yeah, I was considering because if I won, I could like qualify. So, yeah, it was tough. I don't like. I didn't think I was better. If I thought I was better, I would play on. But yeah, I thought it was fine for him. So, yeah, we yes.
Oh, great comment by our producer G. Aryan is like Hikaru finishing his game and coming for his own game's commentary.
Aryan, we have actually not seen you play so much. I mean, I saw you in the St. Louis Masters, but generally you actually decided to and your handshake and draw. We haven't seen you play so much. You moved to the St. Louis University. How is that like experience of studying there in the US? And what are your next plans?
So, yeah, I've been playing less since I started university, like only a few events in a year. But I prepare for every event and I like to be in the best shape possible. So I don't play much, but what I play, I usually play with good preparation. And I like it there, like the university is good and like, I'm also wearing
Yes, the St. Louis University t-shirt, guys,
yeah.
if you can see. And Magnus was also speaking, yeah? You guys were analyzing
Yeah,
a little bit.
briefly, yes. He told me that like this, he underestimated this knight a6 move, and he was calculating some really interesting lines, like in the very beginning. If we can go on the first move
Yes.
after
Yes.
f4, b6,
Mm-hmm.
e4,
Mm-hmm.
f5, ef5, queen a2,
Oh.
queen d4,
Oh.
rook g8. I actually saw this idea, and then he continued with knight b3, queen takes b1, queen a4, and somehow trying to trap the queen. But
God.
You also saw this. Yeah, how?
no, I saw that this queen d4 and this idea there, but I did not see that this knight b3 and this queen trap idea would be possible. Yeah,
Wow.
but it's not working. Yes. But anyway, after f4, I didn't have that much choice, so I had to play b6 and then see what
Yes, and he's just showing that line now, I think.
Yeah, probably.
And he's also very amused. Look at the smile on Magnus's face when he shows that line. And any other lines you discussed, or that was it?
No, just like briefly, like this position, like what he thought about it, and this queen f8, like it was quite brief. So yeah, this line was very interesting.
A very fun line. Let me check. Maybe we can check with our friend Mr. Stockfish what he thinks of it. But it's a really fun line.
I think
E4, f5, e takes, queen a2, queen d4, rook g8. Wow. So queen d1 doesn't work, yes? Because
No, I
queen
think
d7,
and
queen,
bishop h5 is a mate, yeah, sometimes.
but it's a little bit pinned.
no, this looks very dangerous.
It seems this is winning for white because
The knight b3 and then he just move the knight and castle.
and castle, yes, and then eventually bishop
Maybe.
h5.
Yeah. But all my pieces are undeveloped.
Yeah. So very interesting. Knight, queen d4, but I guess
G8. G8 has to be played. Knight
Yeah.
b3 takes.
Yeah,
Knight, queen a4. Wow. And here also your move b5 is a good one, apparently.
if queen a7
Rook
Rook
b6
b6.
and bishop b7,
and
yeah.
yeah, rook a6 is fine.
Yeah. This is good for You and Aryan, what are you studying in the US right now?
I'm studying business.
Business. So you kind of want to still like play chess professionally, or do you think you want to kind of study and keep the options?
We'll see.
I mean, this tournament you played so well. I think this tournament should definitely give you some confidence, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually confident anyway.
That's amazing to see, actually. Like, so much to learn for us here. And Aryan, is this the first time you played against Magnus over the board or
Yeah.
online?
Yeah. I don't play that much online, so yes, I have never played it.
Incredible. And what did you tell yourself before the game, if I may ask?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just play a good game. Oh, it's wonderful. And did you prepare for this tournament? Because you mentioned you usually prepare a lot for events. Then, how about this one?
I mean, I didn't. I mean, I just saw that, yeah, I practiced and stuff. You can't really prepare for 960. So just that I was seeing the board well. That was my preparation, of course. It's not possible to prepare more.
But also in normal chess, I know that you have very good opening. Here, the opening, the part just completely has been taken away.
Yeah.
So, do you think then, because I have asked top players, but I'm interested to know your opinion. Do you think it's like we should look at a lot of puzzle, like normal chess, simple puzzles? Like, what should be the approach? Or you think you just need to be well rested?
That is important, of course, but I think most of the skills just carry over. So, of course, your theory might not carry over, but even in some games, like it was like I played, for example, a Dutch structure. Although I don't play Dutch, but I have ideas there. But yeah, it was like pretty similar to a Dutch, and it was a good version for me. So like some knowledge can transfer,
Transfer.
some opening knowledge can also transfer. But in general, yeah, calculation training and in general experience of playing like end games or complicated position, it carries a lot. So yeah.
And how does one take the decision to play the Freestyle Open instead of the Grenke Classical Open? What was in your mind?
It is so much fun, just pure chess. I like to just play chess, and this is very nice. And also, like there are so many other events, but freestyle events are pretty limited. So yeah, it just makes sense to me.
It's amazing, Aryan. Lots of love for you in the chat, by the way. Let me read out a few nice comments. Kukireza Kalkaru, by the way, what do you think of this username? Says he now becomes my new fan favorite player, Aryan Chopra. And yeah, absolutely. And continue playing chess, says eccentric mystic.
Of course.
And TS Vikas says, kudos to Aryan, one more star on the rise. And there's a lot of positive messages for you, Aryan, in the chat. So I hope you
Appreciate it.
feel good about it.
Yes, Aryan, actually, thanks a lot for joining us and congrats on this great performance. And we will be following where you will play next. Do you know where you will play next?
Nothing planned for me.
Nothing planned for now. But Aryan, thanks a lot. We'll let you take some rest, but congrats again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Give my regards to your mom, by the way.
Yeah.
Bye. Take care.